Hello beautiful people, back live on the farm. A little farm update. Got a couple things going on. And we got a blue oyster harvest. Working on the store that started yesterday with lion's mane and package up. You harvested 10 lion's mane and packaged them with me. Got the 8 blues that I took off that night after I took you with the shiitakes. I just had to label them, so I took them out of the cooler just to get the labels on them. Because that night it was late, and I think it was Sunday night, whatever. And wanted to make sure I got to bed at a decent time after rocking through that shiitake harvest, and then feeling like, oh gosh, I had to get those blue oysters. So got those labeled. Those 8 are ready to go back in the cooler. Farm update is we got first snow on the ground. We're in the 20s tonight, so microgreens came inside. I still got to now clean up my propagation mess down here so I can make sure I can get some microgreens easy and can water them. Got to water every day, every night. Looking lush, nice and lush, ready to rock. I should be selling a couple of those the next day, and I'm going to be eating a bunch. I lost the sale on one of them, but now they're getting cold, and yeah, my fridge isn't up and running. So that's the other farm update. I took the fridge down yesterday. Now that we're in the high 20s, doesn't make sense to have the fridge outside. So fridge is out, microgreens in, no more greenhouse. We're heater inside. Heater's been almost going all day. We're 70 in here, 67. Yeah, got some things going on. So I'm gonna break down some blue oyster mushrooms that I put in the packages that night, and try to sell it in the fridge. I'm gonna break those down to go into combo packs. I got the biggest order of the year, or actually of the history of our farm, going to our biggest grocery store for Thanksgiving weekend. Thanksgiving week Thursday is next Thursday. This weekend would be the big weekend where everyone goes shopping. So I got 45 packs of mushrooms going. Did my first sale too. If you're with me the other night, I did 10 lion's mane for him, and I said, you know what, I got so much, I'm gonna push 12. So I did push the 12. He said he'll take the extra 2. We got 2 extra lion's mane. Wait, where's that extra package? I don't know what I do with that bottom. We'll open. Oh, there it is. Alright. And then 15 shiitakes. We're putting shiitakes on sale since I took all those shiitakes out that night. The first sale, I'm dropping them 50 cents. They're dropping them $1. So I'm getting under $5 a pack out in retail still. 4 ounces, $5. And 10 combos. So 10 combos, 8 blues, 12 lion's mane, 15 shiitakes, 45 mushroom packages going to the stores. And I'm also going to try to push broccoli microgreens, see if they'll take those again. We tried them the first time, they didn't really sell. I'm going to start maybe guaranteeing them just to try to get them back in the store. See if we can get some movement on them. I would love to be able to even sell 2 to 5 a week, or 2 to 5 every couple times. Even if I had to go up there another time, it's about a 25-minute drive away. If I have to go up there every 10 days, because that's the only tricky thing with microgreens. I give them 10 days, 7 with a 3-day markdown period, 10 days. And then if I'm giving the mushrooms 17 days, 14 with a 3-day markdown period of, so 17 days total, then obviously my microgreens go out of date before my mushrooms get there. So, but if I keep my stocks lower on mushrooms and keep those rotating more, and then just go up every 10 days, it's kind of easier to manage the stock that way anyways, to be honest too. Keep things rotated and looking nice, just making sure things are looking full out there. So we're gonna put the lion's mane that we harvested last night into the combo packs, and then we're also gonna do this, these are lion's mane blocks that we harvested last night. We're gonna turn those into second flushes. All right, let's go. Boom. See where you're at in this guy. Alright, there we go. Appreciate you being here. Thank you for coming along. Getting better at this thing. Trying less ums and ha's. Kind of getting more comfortable at least talking on this. It's like talking to someone else. They're not here. Alright, so yeah, these blues are going to break down into these combo packs. Boom. Tear it out. It's already at 0. Nice slip. Get rocking. Make some beautiful combos. There's gonna like one blue since those are big guys. Beautiful lines, man. I already cleaned them up pretty good last night, but just make sure clean them up a little bit better going into the store. Make sure that's good. And about half of that. And we just get the next one rolling. Since I got this one in my hand, rather than putting it back in the bag, just more sense for efficiency. We can get the third one rolling. Since we got that one in the hand, we know it's going to be a certain amount. I'm actually going to cut down these stems so they're not just getting a whole massive stem. Let's get this guy down too. Some people like the stems. I actually like the stems, to be honest. You cut them like this and cut them in little coins, so they're like little scallops almost. Fry them nice. Boom, boom, and then we need the shiitakes. Get that shiitakes out of the way. Get that blade there. Got a ton of shiitakes. Good looking shiitakes too. Oh, drop a little thing. Down. Let's focus on the one that you're packing at first. Like 4.1, 4.2. There's a little combo pack. 4 ounces. Lion's mane. Here we go. Lion's mane, shiitake, blue oyster. Combo. There she goes. Quick on this, so you're not just putzing around. Oh, that's I guess the whole point. It's supposed to be entertainment. Just putz around, sit back and enjoy me packaging mushrooms. If you're crazy enough to watch someone package mushrooms, I weirdly enough can watch my own shit. Excuse my language. Alright, never mind, don't excuse my language. I'm gonna swear sometimes here and there. I'm a swearer. I've been better not swearing on these things. I don't set these for kids anyways. They're made for adult learning. And honestly, words are just energy, so depending on how you say them, there's probably some nastier words out there that I would tend to stay away from, but man, shit of the world, I ain't worried about that one. So I not apologize for my dirty mouth. I think a lot of us are swearers these days, and again, man, it's only energy, so nothing bad coming from it. It's just a word. All perspective. So we're gonna get rid of that one. Alright, like 4.3 on that one. It's a nice pack. So I always just go a little over. I even set the tear to a little under. I think I've said that before, but in case you haven't been with me. I set it under, or even when I tear it out, it's just a little under 0, so I know. And I do have a little weight, so I can make sure the scale's on. I probably check it every week. And I get a little 4-ounce weight. I got here. I can show you. Here it is. This little 4-ounce guy, old school little 4-ounce weight. No, you change it. But yeah, that way I can make sure that the scale, because you can change on the back of this thing. I like these scales better than the digital ones that go to run out batteries. I like this old school scales. BA, man. But this one doesn't run out of batteries too. You can just even adjust it on the back if it's off. We're rocking. I'm talking and looking. I didn't even know I did our. Here are 4 already. It's nice cleaning them before they get to the bag. I used to leave them with a whole bunch of stuff on. And even like this one, see, it just takes time to get that stuff out of there. Because nobody really wants that. It's just substrate, it's all edible. But, you know, why not throw a cleaner product out there? And someone once said, hey, I like your mushrooms because they're really clean. I don't have to worry about washing them or rinsing them, which you shouldn't be washing or rinsing your mushrooms anyways. Or anything like pat them with a moist, kind of moist paper towel. I don't know, I've never done it, but I've heard that's what people do. I always thought it was kind of weird to wash mushrooms, but you know, commercial mushrooms, I guess you probably should be washing them, to be honest. So, all right, we're gonna get into our second pack of these. There's the guy. Probably gonna be a little over. Yeah, it's like 4.4. That's looking good. We got an abundance. We'll give it an abundance out there. That's the perk of getting it from a small farmer guy. He'll throw a little extra in there. Do you think a big company would be throwing a little extra in there? No, they'd be right on their point. Trying to make their dollars. Not trying to make my dollars, so don't get me wrong. But, man, sometimes it's more efficient. All about being efficient. Not striving for that perfection. My boy Curtis Stone. Yeah, I tell him my boy. He taught me back in the day, man. It's not about getting that 80%. And not striving for that 100%, because that 100%, that last 20%, that can slow you down. It's just not efficient. We're like at 4 exactly. I'm just put a couple extra little guys in there. They're paying for stems. Okay, so this is that black that I was talking about that one day. And I think I'm kind of understanding that what it's from is when it comes out of the block, the substrate block. I think it's substrate that presses on there. Or it is just a bruise from growing into the shelf. So, either or, I don't sell it. I keep my eyes open for that. So that's the one thing I keep an eye open for on the mushrooms is any discoloration or anything just messy, I guess, would be the... Alright, boom. We're rocking, guys. Again, appreciate you coming along. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Throw a comment in. See, those are nice mushrooms. Because they are. I'm proud of the mushrooms I grow, man. I put some pride into it. I like what I do. This is what I'm trying to turn into. I have been called the Mushroom Man now. I used to be called Dan the Meat Man for so frickin' long. And as a veg head for the last 10 years, I don't want to be called Dan the Meat Man anymore. I worked for a meat company for a long time. Yeah. We learn from our contrast, guys. Working in a meat company, vegan style, for almost 10 years. People are like, what are you doing, dude? I say, I got 4 kids to feed. Been in this company 18, 17 years. Trust me, the plan's built to get to this veganic farm, man. So, stay in the course, keep in the plan. Again, all that contrast out there teaches me exactly why I'm doing what I'm doing, seeing what I'm seeing, and what I'm serving people from our food system from a meat standpoint. Class 1 carcinogens in processed meats are what I deliver, processed meats and cheese. And they're class 1 carcinogens. But it's not really widely known, to be honest. I feel like a lot of people don't even know that they're class 1 carcinogens. We're just going to cut this down, get a lower profile so we stay under the package top and we're not rubbing on the top of the package. I did waste some packaging here. I don't know, I'll probably try to put it to use somehow. But I wanted to get them out there in the last couple days of sales on last couple days sale out in the fridge. Sorry, I'm talking to work at the same time. Sometimes my brain doesn't do the two things. But yep, no more fridge for the year. It was awesome. We made the most money. We're doing really good in the fridge at the beginning of the year. Kind of slowed down towards the end of the year. But I think last year, so we started it last year, we were probably averaging like $10 a day. Collectively, some days we'd have 0 or even a couple days in a row, but then we get a $30 day or something like that. So I would just, and I really don't keep track of much of my numbers. I'm pretty aware of what's going on with the farm, what I'm kicking in and out. So I'm weirdly, yes, and some people are gonna hate, not the best businessman about it. I know when I am making money off things, and as of right now, I'm just trying to grow. So I don't really focus too much on it. Sometimes I thought if I focused on it too much, I'd be starting off a farm, it's a lot of infrastructure build and a lot of stuff for the last couple of years that, knowing I didn't make all that money, it'd probably just be a little more weight on my mind, and I know I love what I'm doing, so part of it's my lifestyle too, is doing this now, I found. After doing this for 6 years, studying it for 8. But we made money for the first time this year. Well, we got 3 stores. First year making money. And this year, with that, the first full year, I think, of the fridge, and obviously it was established, so people kind of knew what that fridge was since we did it last year. I think I would just guess, you know, beginning of the year, first couple of months, we were probably doing. Dang, was that Pat and Kathy in? What was for it? Oh, that's right on there. Let's give it another. I bet we average about $25 a day. So we went from about 10 to 25. We were selling a bunch. Some days I was selling 40, 30s. I was selling something almost every day for sure. All right, those are our. Wait, what's that? Okay, there we go. The last one. What's that? That's 9. Yeah, so fridge is going the right way. The goal eventually, honestly, is to put pretty much have my own grocery store out there. Is what I want to do, and have about 70 items. So the mushrooms, all my mushroom products are about 10. I went over on my farm tour, part 2. I did my whiteboard and showed my idea on exactly what we're going to be selling. But up to about 70 items. From plant milks, I want to produce some of my own plant milks, do a hemp milk, maybe like a roasted almond. We'll do ferments of kombucha, sauerkraut, kimchi, a couple of those guys. We're under 4, got 1 left from this pack. We're just gonna rock it in there. It'll be like 4.5, might even be a 4.8 pack for someone. Nice. Nice pack. Boom shakalaka. That's it. Combo's done. So these blues actually, I'm probably gonna just dehydrate them all. So now the fridge is out and they've already been packaged. So they're already starting to not be as fresh. Probably honestly just gonna frickin' dehydrate them. I'm gonna get a box quick here. This is the box that these packages come in. I've learned to just keep these boxes because if the packages come in it, it means they fit nice back inside it. Sorry, it's kind of off. Oh, there's a little dust on the top. Nice. On the top of the tent. Boom. But they fit nice inside there. Don't have the box log on the camera, man. There's those 10, 8 blues. We've got 10 lions out there that we helped me harvest yesterday. Just gotta get these another 2. And honestly, I'll probably get these in the fridge before I start on the shiitakes. Just because I like to get those blues back down to temp. Sitting out temp in here. I'm weird about my temperatures. I've worked around food my whole life and delivering cold products, restaurants, delivery, food my whole life. So I'm weirdly anal about making sure I'm in the temperature zone. And that's, I think, a good thing to have as a business owner that sells food. To care about my temperature zone. Weirdly, though, the nice thing is, since I work with all plants, and when I first went veg a while ago, that was kind of like a news flash to me. I was like, hey man, and this is just for personal, obviously. I don't recommend this for selling, but I don't need to worry about the temperature zones as much because I can just eat stuff. It's not like cheese that's gonna go bad sitting out and have a whole bunch of bacterial growth. Yes, it might have some bacterial growth on some of the products I eat too, the plant products, but compared to like, or even just for instance, you know, you have like you wash your hands after you touch the chicken, or you even wrap the packaged chicken in, we're at 4.2 on the Lions. At the grocery store, there's a packaged meat product, and then you put plastic around it too, in case it like oozes out. That shows how much you don't want it touching your other stuff, which is Sorry, but it's the interesting dilemma of eating meat. So. I don't know, shit's nasty. I don't even want to touch it. Touch its blood and juice, but then I'll eat it. Alright, there's my little vegan thing today. We're at 4.5. We're good. Alright, let's get in there. It's a nice pack. Beautiful lion's mane pack. 2 lion's mane. Done, see. Come with me. No, let's rock to 15 quick. We're gonna rock them quick. It's not fast. No one's ever gonna notice that we did it. Because we're gonna smash them. That. Boom, boom, boom. Shiitakes are the fastest one to be able to prep. I don't think I do like about shiitakes. These are a little stuff on them. I always forget. I know it's substrate. I have a brain fart when it comes to the stuff, the black stuff, the substrate that's growing on them. They grow from and is growing on the tops of them. That's a nice little trick. You just flick it and a lot of the stuff falls down. It's nice shiitake. I think it's almost there. Boom and boom. Done. So I was just, as I'm going, I just make sure I look under the veil. Take a look under the veil before you marry it, or behind the veil. Your inner spirituality world, spiritual world. Yeah, it was so much. When I just learned to flick it, it was so much better. It's so much quicker just to learn to. Yeah, just give it a flick. All that stuff falls. Cut it down, lower profile. There's a lot of tiny guys in here. So the thick ones. Tiny batch of shiitake. A bunch of little babies. Alright, so that one you can tell, just by the shape of it, I can tell it grew up into something. And as you can see, it pushed against that, so I don't know, and that one actually does. I see, I think it's mold in there. So, yeah, we definitely aren't going to sell that one. Which I wouldn't have sold even if it was black, but yeah, just keep your eye on that, and then so veil, and if it's got some smashes on top of it, that one's going to be too big, I know. You can just tell. So, next one is going, since it's already in my hands, and I'll put it down before I pick it back up. That one's comes at 4, so we're done. Put that one up, slips in my hand. Oh, we're moving. I'm good. So must have got. I'm gonna eat this one. That one's gonna be a farmer's friend. I don't know why. Remember why I cut that at first? Maybe I grew up something that had some black on it. So I don't really sell something like that unless I frickin' have to, just to make that last pack or something. And I would even cut it up nicer than that probably. But I definitely try to not sell any mushrooms. Once in a while, you know, the blade does slip and it goes into the mushroom. So it goes, you know, as were with me harvesting the shiitakes the other day. We harvest by just like kind of slicing across the whole log. And sometimes you'll catch a cap or two of the other one. So just make sure I didn't know that. It's a 4 or 5 pack. We're rocking through them. Don't even get close with that one. we go. This one's a little high profile. We're gonna cut it down a little bit. In case you weren't with me on the other one, I'll kind of go over some of the stuff twice in case people aren't with me. But I do keep it lowered so that way when the top goes on it, the top is not touching. Yeah, the top is not touching the top of the package, because the top of the package will get perspiration on it. Perspiration, condensation. That's the word I said. Yeah, condensation on the top of it. Just from naturally being in a refrigerated area, and then if the mushroom is pressing against that top, it will end up soaking up that condensation. And so the condensation is kind of just sitting there the whole time. And then the mushroom gets waterlogged. So that is my one downfall with my plastic packages. They keep a heck of a lot longer than my old clamshells that I used to use. It had air going through the sides of them and stuff, and a ton of air, not just a little bit of air. But so this is the opposite extreme. Here, this one's kind of cut. I cut into this one, just like I said. I cut into that one. Where are we? Now I gotta check pretty close. Just make sure. I was gonna sell that one anyways, but there we go. So, yeah, touch the camera. So, flip them. Flip the gloves. Work backs. Third of the way there. So it's got a cool little nubber on it. It's got a nipple. Ah. See, so I even got a couple little mushrooms in there, and it's I barely nicked that one. We're gonna sell that one right after I said it. If you're with me still and caught me saying that, holler at me. Dan, you just said you weren't gonna sell it if it had a little slit in it. But that slit was so small. That's all we're saying. Can't just say one thing like 1 minute earlier and then not do it. But this one like was like really big cut going through it. And that one's the whole thing. That one like you could barely tell, okay? My story, I'm sticking to it. There, my north accent. My northern accent just showed up. I heard it. We're rolling, guys. Hoping to get that call from that fourth account. I don't know if I mentioned it. I'm hoping to get a fourth account pretty soon here. We're not gonna sell that one. It's got a nick on the top. Definitely not gonna sell that one. Yeah, I went and did the follow-up sales call on them on Sunday. Haven't heard back again. But you don't win them all. I just thought when I first went on a sales call to them, they sounded really positive. Oh yeah, we'll try some of your stuff. And then I never heard from them. Well, I think you need to watch me package the rest of these if you really want. I mean, again, keep that one out. Said substrate, that wasn't like a pressed black, so that's the difference. You can tell right there. Let me show you where was that. Dang, I don't know where that went. I don't know where that little one went. A little substrate on it. This one, okay. So it's just got a little substrate. That's definitely not a bruise. I didn't know that would come off compared to the bruise. But, okay. Well, now that I did the work for it, we might as well sell it. We're gonna sell this little baby guy. So we're at 4+. 3. Alright guys, I don't know if you want to watch me practice the rest of these. We got 7 of the 15 done. Blue harvest we need to do. Do you want to see me do the blue harvest? It's a long video. Alright, so this is how you do a blue harvest. And I'm just gonna, I have to run inside and grab a bag, to be honest too. So just pulls off nice like that. I'm gonna clean off this before I put it in the bag. And I'll just do it like I have with those other ones. Get a slip sheet down in the bag, couple slip sheets. And it just pulls off nicely. The blues do. And I will cut all this up straight off before I put it in the bag, just so it doesn't end up in the gills. And it just starts to get messy if you don't clean it up. That was the harvest of that. No, I did it. No, we did it together. Because I said I was gonna do it. I just weirdly feel bad. Then it's maybe a half-an-hour video. And I'm gonna show you one of these. I don't know if I showed the second flush on the lines. I think I have, but I'm going to now for sure. If I can find my tape. Boom. Alright, there we go. So, first flush is always in the front of the things. These are the ones we didn't do last night. I'm actually probably gonna harvest these tonight too. So we'll do a couple things off camera. I got a rock. It's almost like 9 o'clock. Just seal it back up. I actually like these black bags compared to the white ones. This is the first time I ever got them in black bag. You can really see everything. And I know that this is the next one's gonna be the second flush. I don't even need to write on a 2 on this one. I probably don't need to write ever on this. The blues, it's a little harder to see, especially with these black bags. I can pretty much, as a line thing, I know this one will now be the second flush. So we'll just do a little side cut like that. And I do 1. We already let a lot of it out with the first flush. A lot of it's, I don't know, Nursa, viscosity, I don't know. A lot of the oomph was already out of the bag. And now it's in the second flush, so I'll just take 1 little cut. And I'll like this. Oh, ready to rock. There you go. I'll be harvesting that. I will be packaging those blue oysters. Finish up my 7 at 8 to go shiitakes. We did a little farm tour update, or a little farm update. Microgreens inside, snow on the ground. Hey, let's see if we have any growth. We did these 3 days ago. Let's see if these are moving at all. Let's see, they look completely dead. Just left them under here. This is kind of where all the humidity kind of comes through. They're definitely still moist. I can't tell really, to be honest. Got a ladybug. But still some green in the middle of the stem. So let's get those little broccoli guys out of there. And I think this guy will still make it too. He's gonna make it. Alright guys, that's it. Bless you. Have a good one. See you soon. Bye bye.